I know y'all see what's going on. Ghislene Maxwell, which was Epstien partner in crime. She got convicted, and I think she was sentenced to like 30 years or something like that. And somehow, even though she was, caught and being found guilty of like sex trafficking kids and, all kind of sexual crimes involving minors, and Epstien was, basically it was going to be set to, go to trial for the same stuff before they killed him in jail. Because I think we all know that, with the missing footage, with just the timing of everything, with Donald Trump on his way out in 2019, we know that Epstien, from the looks of things, they say he committed suicide, but we know what happened. We know they unlifed him. And Ghislene Maxwell was the only person that has the, that knows exactly what was going on and how things were being done under Epstien and at the island and at the parties and all of that. We know she the only one who knew. Donald Trump been scared shitless, man. He been scared. So what he gonna do is, because he's afraid, he go and grants her immunity. They go take her out of jail. They ask her a lot of questions, and she returned back to jail with some mysterious box. We don't know what's in the box. She go back to jail, and now he's talking about pardoning, giving her a pardon. He said he could do it. He wants to pardon Ghislene Maxwell because he knows what she knows won't be good for him. They try to get rid of the list. They try to get rid of the files. They try to hide everything, but he can't. This is the one time that he can't shake it. It's been this is the first thing that's been in the news for more than 2 weeks for Donald Trump. He did a lot of things along the way. He's been the character. It's been a whole reality show. Just the things that he's been able to get away with, it's just been unreal. He's been getting away with things that's been unreal for so long. But somehow, he always found a way to beat it. He always found a way to bounce back. He always found a way to end up on top. And in the news cycle, he could talk about Obama. He could talk about, Hannibal Lecter or sharks in the water or whatever. He could talk about stuff. And when he started talking about this stuff, it's like somehow, because he started talking about it, the news cycle usually changed. It's the first thing that he hasn't been able to shake. He tried to talk about Obama. He keep trying to throw Obama name around. I'm trying to understand how you trying to throw Obama name around when we all know that Donald Trump was on that list. This is why he want this news to go away. So what you do is you go take the person that's already convicted of child pornography, molestation, trafficking, and you take and say, we you know what, we're gonna give her a pardon. Let me ask y'all a question. What would be the reason for the pardon? If she get a pardon, what is the reason? How do you justify it? For the MAGA people that's in my comments, for the Trump people that like to make excuses for everything he do, I would like to know what would be the reason for the pardon. How do you justify the pardon? How do you take that pardon and say it was done for the right reasons or for a good cause? Because we all know if she get pardoned, it won't be for nothing else but besides keeping Trump out of jail. Because he might go to jail for this. It's not looking too pretty for him. He turning on his own people. He threatened a lawsuit against Rupert Murdoch. Rupert Murdoch, if y'all don't know, he owns Fox. He owns a lot of things, a lot of media. He owns the New York Times. And from what I heard, I don't know how true it is, he got his hands even on YouTube. He got his hands tied in a lot of stuff. And this is the guy who's been supporting Trump and giving Trump everything he needed to win and to be successful. And now he's threatening a lawsuit because the Epstein files won't go away. For the first time in his life, he's scared to death. I don't think he's never been scared like this before. I think this is the first time in his life that this man is terrified. He's terrified. He only became the president a second time because he didn't want to go to jail. He was afraid. He afraid to go to jail. All this masculinity that I hear these people talk about. Oh, we need a man with masculinity. That's why we need Trump. More masculinity. We need a man in the White House. I don't think he's a man. I think he's a scared child. Deep inside, you know, despite his age and him falling apart, in his mind, he's like a snobby little kid. He like one of these kids that you know that's born with a silver spoon, and no matter what they do in life, they think they can just pay their way out of it and get away with it. He been doing that for all his life. He been getting away with things for all his life. So now he faced with a situation where he might not get away with this, and because of that, it's like he's going through every length, everything to make sure that he don't go to jail, that he don't get impeached and go to jail. This is what this is all about. Maxwell, I mean, sorry. But this lady, she obviously like not somebody who you want out here. I can't say she won't go do something like that again. She knows all the intel, especially with a pardon. Will she have a pardon from future crimes as well? Are we gonna put somebody that back on the street? Is she gonna lose her predator status? Will she lose the fact that she's a sexual predator? Are y'all gonna take it off her record too? Is her whole record just gonna be sponged for all the things she did? If that's what we doing in America, then what is this? Is this America or is this a republic? Is it a republic or is it a democracy? It's not given democracy. Kamala tried to warn everybody. Joe Biden tried to warn everybody. Michelle Obama tried to warn everybody. Everybody at the DNC tried to warn everybody that if Donald Trump wins this election, it won't be the America that you know. It will not be the same America. You will be under the early stages of a dictatorship. And almost 50% or more of the Project 2025 has been completed. Project 2025 that he said he knew nothing about. Now we letting out sexual predators. We picking up people, we separate people from their families. We sticking people in this alligator Alcatraz, and we don't know what happens to them after they go there. They won't even let the government officials come in now. We're not doing enough to help with the wars. We bombing other countries. The prices of things are going up. The terrorists made the prices go up. The gas prices did not come down. The grocery prices are not down. Don't fall for the lies. Don't fall for the propaganda. The stock market is up. Yes, the stock market is up. But it's up and then it'll be down. It's up, then it'll be down. Because what Trump is doing, he's playing with the numbers. He's playing with the numbers. That's why the stock market is doing good. He knows how to play the game. He knows how to play the game. It's not that the tariffs are working, that we paying for. And if they are working, congratulations to everybody who voted for Donald Trump. We are paying for the tariffs. So if it's working, it's our tax dollars at work, not the other countries. So, as I was saying, Donald Trump is a sexual predator. I don't doubt that his kids are sexual predators. His wife is a sexual predator. The whole family is sexual predators. They racist. They sexist. He has dementia. He's losing his health. He has heart failure. It's just a lot going on in the White House right now. And I call them all sexual predators because they know what their dad did. They know if the kids know what the dad did. They know they was involved in it. The wife knows. This is the same man that said he would marry his daughter if he could. The same man who was doing weird little hugs and having his daughter sitting on his lap and talking about how beautiful she was. This is the same man we talk about. So that's why I call him a sexual predator and his whole family. If you support a sexual predator, you might as well be a sexual predator. That's how I see it. You might as well go ahead and jump in there with them, because that junk that they got going on is wild. And we all know that back in like March or May or whatever it was, Pam Bondi told Donald Trump that he was in the files. He knew he was in these files. That's why they was never gonna come out. But the only thing I can say is that we at a time right now that finally something is sticking. It gets real political.